Welcome and welcome back, fellow fans of Clash of Clans. It is your host, Galadon. You may wonder why I laugh when I say welcome back. In today's video, we have a blast from the past, and we will show just how much this channel has changed in 6 years, and we're going to look forward to, well, some full-length reruns of old Galadon content and break it down for you guys because, well, we're kind of, right now, at Town Hall 9, just about where we were in the game 6 years ago. So as we put the Archer Queen down for another upgrade, and yes, we realize thanks to your comments that the Dark Barracks indeed have another level to go, we are getting deep into episode 24 of Gold Pass Clash. Right, we're getting some walls done. Pretty soon all of the Town Hall 8 walls will be out of here. We are using some of the runes. We are getting the other Dark Barracks finally upgraded, and that will of course unlock the witches, and we are definitely looking forward to trying them. And what is this distraction down in the corner here reminding you to use code Galadon? Okay, we'll make it brief, but just so you guys have it there. Okay. That's what the progress base looks like. We've got another wizard tower, or should I say, our first wizard tower at Town Hall 9 going up, and now we've got all of the builders tied up once again. Yes, plenty of gems means plenty of potions, picking up builder and research and training potions with reckless abandon right now, and pretty much using them immediately. Okay, now we are, of course, also going to finally spend some of these CWL medals. We didn't get a lot. We only have 73 because my clan is too high level for me. But we're going to go ahead and use them with 2 research potions and 1 builder potion. Now I realize I could have gone 3 research, but I just thought let's go ahead and spend as close to all that we have as possible, and let's go ahead and get those potions working. Now, before we get to the blast from the past, let's go ahead and begin the study of Barch with Galadon. That is an old piece of artwork, but it's definitely pertinent here because we are going to theorize. We are going to go ahead and put up a hypothesis. And my hypothesis is that the more you use Barch and all of its accoutrements, and what I mean is the spells and the CC, the higher percentage of loot you're likely to get from a base. Now you'll notice that this base had well over 2 million in loot available, and we did not have any heroes, but we did have the lightning spells and the clan castle full of hog riders to go after the last mortar. So we lightning 3 mortars down, we send in the hogs to try to get the 4th mortar, and then we send in the barbs, we send in the archers, and we just go to town. So let's wait and watch and see just how much we can gather of this relatively full base, tons of resources right here, and then we're going to compare it to a slightly less expensive and easier to train, shorter waiting time version of Barch. As this raid wraps up, I can tell you that we received 60% of all available loot by dropping that full-on Barch with the spells and the clan castle on that raid. Now, next up is a similar base, not quite as much loot available, but remember, we are going to calculate total percentage of loot obtained rather than amount, right? Because all of the bases are always going to vary, but let's go ahead and see. This time, without the hog riders, without the additional lightning spell, that means we have to leave 1 mortar up, and then we drop in the barbarians and the archers. Now, remember, the theory is the less we use, the less we obtain. So getting 60% from that first base should obviously, if this hypothesis is correct, lead to a raid that gets slightly less than 60% because we didn't use as much as we did in the first raid. So this raid is just about to wrap up, and we are going to go ahead and let those last straggling archers get to the very last bits of the gold storage there at the top right of your screen, just to make sure we get every penny, every last piece of gold. And as the raid wraps up, 92% of available, 92%, hold on, let me go back. Okay, it was 60% before, and we used more, and then we used less because we didn't, okay. All right, so, well, let's continue. Okay, so step 3, phase 3, is not using the CC or the lightning spells. This is just barbarians and archers, and of course, they should obtain far less than raids A or raids B. So as this raid wraps up, you will see that we grabbed 93%. of available loot. Okay, so now, all right. So the hypothesis was found to be inversely incorrect, and what I mean is, based upon what you see here, the less you use, the more you get. Now, of course, that's obviously not true, and it really comes down to a case-by-case, base-by-base basis. So this was just kind of some fun with Barch to show you that, well, every single base is going to be different. And remember that Barch is really almost only grabbing loot from around the edges of the base. So if you've got bases that have a lot in the storages, and remember the Town Hall acts as a storage as well, you're not going to be grabbing as much from those bases as you will the dead collector bases that are completely full around the outside. So the moral of the story is just keep barching and barch as much as you can. Okay, so next day we come back. The barracks are upgraded. That is good news because we're going to put them to work. Yes, we are going to be using witches very, very soon, and we're going to talk about that in just a moment. We've got, oh, wait a minute. Okay, that's what I meant to say. What I meant to say was that these barracks weren't upgraded before. Now they will be, or they are, because the previous episode, you got it, right? Okay, so we did one, and we did a Barbarian King. But you see what I mean, right? So we're going to keep working on those 2 barracks and get those upgraded. In fact, let's go ahead and do one right now. And that's what I meant. Okay, that's what I meant was, boy, I bet the comments are already full of people that know better than me on that one. Okay. All right, let's get some walls done. And that'll take us to just the right amount of gold so that we can go ahead and upgrade an air defense and keep all 5 builders busy. So there we go, just barely. And it's time to get back to raiding. We definitely have a lot more Barch to go. You can see the Archer Queen is done in 10 hours, and most certainly we will just put her right back down. I think that level 20 is probably going to be the stopping point for her. Now, in Clan War, I am like the low guy on the totem pole, so we pretty much have to stick to going after the lowest bases. That Town Hall 10, there was no way I was going to even 2-star that. But how about this base? That's right. Finally, we've got a good target for my account, and we're just going to throw this in here. I don't know why I decided to include this, but we're going to barge the heck out of this base, make sure that the CC is empty. You know what it feels like? A little bit like the bases that I have to hit from time to time in the Just Galadon 1v10 wars. And thank you guys, by the way, for liking those videos so much. Those are a lot of fun. It's hard for me to find wars, but I promise you I do have a couple more coming. And will we keep the winning streak alive in Just Galadon? Well, stay tuned, stay subscribed, and stay notified to find out. All right, remember when I told you the Archer Queen was 10 hours away from another upgrade? Well, guess what? That's right. These episodes sometimes span many days of upgrades. So, it just so happens the Archer Queen is ready to go to level 16. And again, she's going to stay upgrading until we get her to 20. Now, I told you I've been using Barch a lot, and this is where we're going to talk a little bit about a blast from the past. Barch, yeah, you know, at some point you're like, I'm exhausted from using this army over and over. So why not try, I don't know, something like these troops? Does this army composition look familiar to you at all with the jump spell in there? Okay, so yes, you might have guessed that this is Go Wipe. And where did I learn this Go Wipe attack? With this exact army? Well, I learned it from this old Clash of Clans video. Oh boy. Hey there, Clashers, it is your host, Galadon. Thank you for coming back, or if it's your first time, thanks for tuning in to another special episode of Clash of Clans Attacks, where today we continue with Galadon's Go Wipe Guide. All right, yes, that is coming in the next episode, but let's go to the status report in the meantime and try to forget about what we just heard. Trophies, as you can see, we did drop a little bit. Yes, the funny thing was I was laughing earlier because I actually said 6 years ago, I said, or if it's your first time here. And here I am saying that now 6 years later, right? Isn't that crazy? It's weird how much things change and how much things stay the same. Okay, so yeah, you can review the points, the gems, the hero levels. We grabbed a couple on each of the heroes as well. The next goals, that's right, baby. I'm bringing Go Wipe back. Let's go. All right, Galafam, thank you so much for sticking around all the way to the end of the episode. I do love, think about, and appreciate every single one of you every single day. So be kind to one another. Make the best of the rest of your day, and I'll see you back here again tomorrow for more Full Attacks.
Galadon, was that your voice? You sound happier now, Galadon. Is it because of me? It's me, isn't it?